Hello, alchemical souls, and welcome to Hawthorne House. My name is Vivian, and today we're going to do a reading for the collective. I want to say it's a collective reading, but it's really more of a selective collective reading. It's for those who find this message. We're going to take a moment, and instead of doing my normal routine that I do before I pull cards on camera, we're going to do it now together. So we're going to invite the spirits of the universe to help guide us in providing these messages and ask them to give us the most accurate answers to whatever this universal question is. I'm going to pull an oracle card. But first, you can join me in, well, I suppose I'd have to write it down below. I don't say it a lot on here on camera, but I will go ahead and do it now. Deep breath, stretch, exhale. We call upon the ancestors, guardians, and guides, the spirits and gods, both noble and kind. With the information that you provide, we will not simply live, but learn how to thrive. Please allow us to hear and see and feel and sense the messages that were meant for those who come to this reading. And allow them guidance on their path. It's interesting that I said noble there. I usually don't. Noble is not what's included there. But maybe it changes a little bit every time. Maybe there's a sense of your noble quality. Maybe you have a very noble air about you. Let's see. What must be conveyed in this message to the collective? Ooh, this came out during my pre-shuffle. The Bat and Hellebore, intuition. 20, the time of trusting. 20, 21, nope, 19. 19, interesting. The 19th of this month is significant, I feel like. I don't know, around this time of year, I know that the equinox is coming up here on technically it's the 23rd this year, but I always celebrate it on the 21st, the equinox and the solstice, no matter what day it actually falls on. There's this sense with this time of month that I always end up celebrating between the 13th and the 19th. And I always feel like compelled to do it, and I'm not really sure why. I know there's one or two ancient, I don't know, I wouldn't call them ancient, I'd say, of the older pantheons. I think Artemis or Athena has a day or a period of celebration in the month of September that is from the 13th to the 19th or the 13th to the 17th. I'm not sure. It's coming in this time, though. Maybe because the intuition and the moon, I think it's Artemis. Intuition and the moon kind of go hand in hand here. Seeing into the unknown. All right. What do our guests need to know today? This fine Monday afternoon. Okay, well. Let's see. Both of these flipped face down, which is interesting. You've got the Page of Wands at the bottom. This ain't build a bitch. I don't know why that popped into my head. This is a card of constructing your own reality, I'm hearing. Reconstructing your own reality for some. You've got the Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Someone is bringing you a gift. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me... Interesting. I'm getting that this gift has a secret, which is really strange. Or there's something more to the gift than what you're actually receiving. Something hidden within the gift. This could be as simple as like a box within a box kind of situation, you know? Like, you gotta figure out how deep it goes. Maybe it's that the gift doesn't look like much. But there's a surprising amount to it. Amount of meaning, amount of value, could be something you've been waiting for. The Seven of Swords is a really interesting card, especially in this deck. The Seven of Swords is often like being sneaky, right? A little bit of that deception energy, pulling the wool over someone's eyes, or perhaps avoiding a situation. But with the Seven of Swords, personally, I usually get, and I'm kind of getting that now here, I usually get this sense of like collecting what you need, leaving the rest behind, and moving forward. Could also be cutting out things from your life here that no longer serve you and following your intuition. That's really interesting. Let's see. I really want to do... I want to know what this gift is. Let's see what the gift is. I'm going to use the Teeny Tiny Witch Tarot to see what the gift is and why the Seven of Swords is here. It's interesting. I didn't expect to just pull 3 cards for the main cards here. I was going to pull a few, but it feels like I need to focus on these first. Follow your intuition, right? This could be something from the past or a reminiscence. There's this one cup here, and you can see it. It's like tipped over. It's empty. In fact, I'd say all 6 of these cups are empty, waiting to be filled. I'm getting this leading into the 7 of Cups energy too. 6 to 7 here. I know this isn't the 7 of Cups, but it feels like filling your cups from your own imagination here, filling your cups with your dreams. What is this gift? What is this 6 of Cups here? Why is the 6 of Cups here? Interesting. Knight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Wands. Or 10 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands. That definitely feels correct. 10 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Somebody may offer you a relief of some kind, to offer to relieve your burden, or a burden that you're carrying by yourself and offer to help carry it. I just heard they will fight for you. I don't know who they is, but they will fight for you. They will fight for you to change your fate. That's so cryptic. I've always avoided doing these cryptic reads because that's how I read tarot and oracle, but people might be like, why are you being so vague? And bro, I don't know, that's just the words that come out. They will fight for you. They will fight for for you so that you don't carry this burden alone. Okay. A fight to change your fate. So what is the Seven of Swords then? Well, that's certainly a change in fate. We go from Ten of Wands to Wheel of Fortune to Knight of Wands. You lay down your burden, you change your fate, you move forward. You charge ahead. Then, for this Seven of Swords, you've got the Ten of Swords, the Strength card, and the Five of Cups. There's like an ending to some sort of suffering here that takes strength to persevere through, and also a different mindset, I feel like, is presented to you. It's almost like redirecting your attention away from the 3 cups that are on the ground to the 2 cups that are on the table. Redirecting your attention to what you still have. You've suffered a massive loss or a hit to your, I heard a hit to your ego, which is interesting. So maybe this is a good ending. If this is maybe it changes the way you think about the ego. Ego's been coming up a lot lately, just in general, I feel like. You've got the Page of Swords in the bottom here. And in this deck, it always feels like this aha moment. You've thrown down your books. You've thrown down what you knew. And you've picked up a sword. Or this is the person who said they'll fight for you. They've thrown down their books and picked up the sword. But why? Something that requires great strength to move away from. To have 2 tens here with the Wheel of Fortune, it feels, and the Strength card, it definitely feels like an ending to a very difficult period is approaching here. We're going to pull some Lenormand cards, actually. Lenormand? I think that's what they're called. These are the Beneath the Rose, Under the Rose Lenormand deck. We're going to pull some of these to get a clearer picture, because these can be a little more literal than even tarot and oracle. With your intuition here, with this Seven of Swords, you might be skeptical. You might be skeptical of what this person is offering to do, offering to you. You might be skeptical of where this person is coming from. You might be like, why are you trying to help me? We don't even know each other that well. This could be help from a stranger. You might not know this person, which could be this Seven of Swords, someone shrouded. It could be anonymous. This could be help from an anonymous person or entity. This could be an entity. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical being. I just get the sense that they are helping provide you the strength to get over your grief and to change your fortune into something a little more positive. But that you have a role to play with this Page of Wands and this Page of Swords in the underlying. This is your embarking on this new journey. And it's like, it's very fast paced to start, and it just feels like it continues with the Knight of Wands from page to night, right? All right, let's get some of these Lenormand cards. Can we have a little more information on what this read is for? Let's see. All right, That's interesting. You have ring, anchor, and house. House is at the bottom. It's the only one upright. I'm taking it because, I don't know if you saw this when I held it up earlier. I always notice this. In this wheel, well, fine. In this Wheel of Fortune card here, the focus on this card, let's see if I can get it to focus close enough. Come on. Is the house. You see that? And to have the house beneath matters with the home. The ring can be commitment. With the anchor. Wow, this is that for some of you, maybe just for one of you, because this is a weird message, but what I just like heard was that you might get an offer of marriage or some sort of commitment. Could be a house sharing situation, not necessarily with someone you know, but just like a new roommate, someone you don't know very well, but they're offering to give you a place to stay when you need it, which is interesting because I'm going through something very similar myself right now. The ring throws me a bit because it has several different meanings. Like both the anchor and the house cards here talk about commitment, talk about stability. The ring talks about commitment. The anchor and the house talk about stability. This could be security as well. It's just the anchor sometimes involves a like sinking feeling, like being stuck, being trapped, being held down by something. But it coming up between the ring and the house makes me think more of its stability. In this case, in like, rather than burdens, it could be a matter, I think training is one of them, or occupation, but goals in general. Maybe you have a goal to own your own house here. And rings can be contracts. So you could be signing a contract to buy or sell a home. Or both. Maybe you're selling a home and then buying one. But there's this sense of like massive stability coming in here. And maybe the unexpected assistance that you don't see is either someone willing to make you a deal on selling your house, someone willing to buy your house for more than you were expecting, signing a contract with them. This could, again, be contract marriage? What? I don't know. If you're thinking about getting into a marriage, like a contractual marriage, that, I don't know, it seems like it's gonna go well, but like trust your intuition. That's, again, that's a really weird message to get from this, because a contractual marriage is, it's interesting that in the context of this reading, if you were to take that, there's no, the only emotion here is this disappointment, this cups, and this 6 of cups, this gift, right? You could have someone coming back from your past who confesses to you and things move pretty fast, which would be interesting. Or opposite of that, even if they are from the past or they're not, it doesn't matter. You could meet someone who makes an offer that's like almost too good to refuse. It gives you something that you've been wanting. I would be careful I would trust your intuition in that. If it doesn't feel right, if you feel like it's going to weigh you down with this anger instead of providing the stability and security that you're looking for, even though I don't get that sense from this, just in case, because the Page of Swords, I feel like, can also be a little, you're observing, right? You're making an observation. While this Knight of Wands is charging ahead. It feels like with this underlying energy, you're very observant. And maybe that's lending to you your intuition here, to giving you as much information as possible. You build your own reality. I just glanced at this Page of Wands card and heard that. You're building your own reality. This is a general reading, so it might not resonate. It's not going to resonate with everyone, for sure. But I would say that if you're thinking about getting into some sort of contract, this could be signing a lease with someone even. Make sure it's someone that you feel like you can trust. I say feel like you can trust because I'm really getting the sense, even though the Six of Cups is here, like you're going to feel really connected to this person, but you might not necessarily know them really well. Because again, I don't feel a lot of emotional connection with this. It feels very logical. It feels very making a choice that will benefit you without letting your emotions get in the way. Because all you have here is like passion in mind cards, work in mind even. This could be a job. This could be a job for some of you. I don't have any pentacles here, so I'm not seeing it related to money necessarily, but I am seeing it being related to property or family affairs. This could be a family member you don't know very well offering you a place. But I don't really get the sense that it is someone from a family for the majority of you. That's really interesting. I feel like I should pull another card. Should we clarify a little further? I kind of want to. Let's pull one of these Wild Unknown Pocket Edition cards for each of the Lenormand ones to kind of clarify those. And then also maybe for the Bat and Hellebore. Trusting your intuition. Because the moon came in really strong with that. And the full moon here is coming up on the 10th of this month. Which may be significant for some of you. I don't see any moon energy here, but because I was reminded of it in the beginning of the reading, I want to make note of it. All right. So, one card or a few cards? Let's see. Let's do one. Split the deck. The Ring. The Five of Wands. The Anchor. The Devil. All right. And the House. The Emperor. So remember when I said that contractual marriage thing might be just for one person? I think that's the case. The majority of you, this may be you don't like the king who rules whatever this castle is. This could be a father figure. It could be the patriarch, matriarch of your house. It doesn't have to be male or female, but whoever runs your household right now. It feels like there's conflict with this. It feels like you don't feel stability here. It feels like you do feel weighed down with this Devil card. Maybe you feel trapped by an authority figure in your own home. God, I know what that's like. But there's just this sense of, with this Five of Wands, it just gets, there's like challenges involved. It could be challenges in a marriage that you're having that are just making you feel like you're sinking further and further, and like your home is becoming less and less stable. You'd think this Emperor card would mean that it would like amplify the stability of this home, but with the Devil and the Five of Wands here, I don't see that. What's on the bottom of the deck? Father of Swords. This could be an air sign. That's funny. You've got the Nine of Wands followed by the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and then the Mother of Cups. And the Father of Cups. Holy shit. All right. This could definitely be a marriage that's like having trouble. Maybe you are very much like in your emotions, right? You feel a lot. Queen of Cups energy. You're very mothering. You're very Mother of Cups. Sorry, I know it's not actually says Queen. It says Mother. Maybe you're very nurturing, and you kind of were hoping for that out of this partner. You were kind of hoping for, well, obviously you're hoping for someone who can match your energy, right? And maybe what you got was someone who maybe isn't very good at expressing their emotions. Here with this Father of Swords, very logic, very straightforward. With this 9 progressing into the 10 of Wands here, it's like someone's offering you a way out of this situation, a way out of this home situation with this Wheel of Fortune. Now I feel like I'm reading a bit for myself. That's okay. That's okay. I relate because I am also part of the collective. I understand. So if this resonates with you, I get it. I know where you're at a little bit. But it feels like there's been a lot of challenges, right? With this Nine of Wands, you've been through a lot. The road ahead has been hard. But it's led up to this Ten of Wands moment, this ending, I feel like, this change in your fate, this fight your fate. So maybe there's 2 entities here. There's whatever this Emperor, Devil, Five of Wands energy is. I feel like this is the situation that you're currently in, right? The Mice was at the bottom of the deck after the House, even though it was reversed, and the Grave, which is an ending, followed by the Fish, which is prosperity. The Mice specifically have to do with like anxiety and worries. So I feel like, oh, there's the Empress. It was right on the top card. You were looking for an Emperor, and I feel like you got a Page. I don't know why I said that, but it like that feels like that energy. I know there's a King of Swords here, but I'm just with this Devil and this Five of Wands. It's somebody who acts like a king, somebody who acts like an emperor, somebody who acts like the ruler, the king of the castle, but is actually holding on to this Page energy. And I did say that the Page might be someone around you, right? I feel like this is you, right? You're the Page of Wands here, and the Page of Swords is getting in your way. But someone or something, this could just be the universe spinning the wheel for you and getting you out of this situation. Like, if you've asked for an ending to this situation, here it comes. This could happen anywhere from mid to the end of November. It could happen this week. This is a timeless reading. I said November. I meant September, but like some of you, maybe November. With the Ten of Wands coming out twice and the Ten of Swords, this has been a huge burden for you that you're about to release, I think. I think it's finally the end of whatever this burden was. We are going to pull, as a final message, one of these Rumi cards, Rumi Oracle cards, because I find their messages to be very sincere, and I like to end my readings with an oracle card if I can, and lately I've been using these quite a bit, especially since so many of my cards are packed away right now before the big move. All right. So, what is the advice for our guests? What do they need as a final message? These are so thick, they usually come out in twos. So I think I'm going to split the deck. And then choose this one. Here we go. This is a very pretty card. I just split the deck and chose the one that was in the middle. It's called The Angel of Rasbar. Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you? Interesting. I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the recurring joy of living. The great beloved sees what is in your heart, what it is you wish to offer, and is saying yes. Will you choose to put aside your doubts and believe in yourself? Will you believe in the power of divine love that reaches out to the world through your willing soul? Ah, yes, I knew your tremendous heart wanted to serve more than it wanted to fear. Interesting. That gives me very much like leap of faith energy. You've got Sacred Soul Sisters too on the other side here. I'll hold that up so you can read it. You can pause and read that. Sacred Soul Sisters. So that it could be that's who's coming to help you. Following your intuition is a lot like following your heart. So whatever you're about to go into, I would go into it with an open mind and open heart, with love, which I know is hard because you're feeling this burden, you're feeling this pressure and this disappointment, whatever this is. But it's definitely this sense that it's time to end something, and you have the strength to end it here. With this card, I just got know your worth, or you know your worth. So something has shifted in your perspective here that shows you that you are worthy, and more worthy than carrying all these burdens that do not necessarily belong to you. It's time to prioritize. What are you taking with you, and what are you leaving behind as you move forward in this new chapter of your life, or this next step in your life? Because there's like this sense that you don't want to take whatever this is with you into where this new space is going. Wherever this Knight of Wands, this Page of Wands to Knight of Wands is taking you, you don't want to bring this Devil Emperor energy in with you. Like the Devil and Emperor here together, it makes me definitely feel like a crow calling outside my window. I hope that the camera caught that sound because it was really loud, like right behind me. As I was going to say that this feels like the Emperor reversed, right? The Devil with the Emperor. It feels like the opposite of the kind of Emperor that you're looking for. All right, well, that was a really interesting reading. I'm going to stop it right there. And I do hope that you have a lovely Monday, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.